So this is a GNL match between Bitsage and PieCommando. PieCommando changed his name recently. He is Kickers, or well now he's PieCommando on Discord, but he was Kickers, and he was also ChickenKick. He is from my team, going full NA, and he is going against Bitsage, who is Boomshiggles, who plays random and does really random shit, and he's on Clutcher Kick. So, who knows what we're gonna see? I know what we'll see out of PieCommando. Uh, he's pretty partial to going HHFS, so I expect that's what we'll see because that's kind of his standard. Uh, as you can see, Boomshiggles or Bitsage is known for his random shit. And in this case, it looks like he's going to go an alter hero, which is something he normally does. And I see a lot of people talking about him playing Pit Lord. PieCommando? Okay, never mind. I mean, we were talking about this, but he likes his FSHH, but he's clearly not going an HH build right off the bat, at least. So, looks like grunts. At the moment at least, but still FS. I see a lot of talk from Bitsage about going PL, so maybe we'll see Pitlord first or second, but it's definitely going to be a Tavern Hero. And PieCommando is definitely scouting because he was A, random, and B, Bitsage is just a random player in general. You never know what he's going to do. I don't know how good his human is. I think last season he was playing Night Elf. He was pretty good. He had pretty good micro. But I don't think human is his race. At least not normally. Alright, 2 burrows before tech. Let's see what's going to be the middle. They're going to meet in the middle. We'll see what hero he gets, hopefully. Yeah, Pit Lord. I guess that's just kind of his thing this season, to go Pit Lord, because I've seen quite a few of his replays or casts, and it's always Pit Lord. So that was nice, at least. He denied his peon. Just got to watch out. I mean, it's not going to cast a bolt on him, though. At least that's nice. Alright, he still hasn't tech. Doesn't have the wood, but should be doing that soon. This is a really far back arcane tower. I mean, it's kind of in a normal position, but due to the fact that he built his base like this, it's pretty far in the back, but it is protecting his wood peasants and his mine, so that's good. Problem is, he's taking a lot of damage doing absolutely nothing except poking a grunt. This is going to make creeping real hard for Bitsage. He is going to be taking damage because everything's melee. He doesn't have anything that can, like a water elemental or something. So even if he calls and pulls some militia, something's taking damage. And you got PieCommando sitting here ready to poke him away. He started his tech, getting his 3rd burrow. That's pretty early. He still hasn't gotten his shop, so Grunt's going to be pretty weak for a while. PieCommando is pretty new to the game still, but when he signed up, and I've told this to numerous people, when he signed up, he said he had never played Warcraft 3 Champs. That was approximately a month ago at this point. He, last season, raked up about 260 games on Warcraft 3 Champs. So he is improving very, very quickly, especially as a newer player. I believe he did play in the past, but not that much. You can see he is attempting to micro his wolves away, not feed him XP, which is always good. He's got to work on his rally point, though. Get that going straight over. again, doing a good job with that at least. This is quite a few footies. Looks like he might be going into maybe rifles or, I don't know, just to get some later tech. Who knows? But again, it's real hard for Bitsage to creep because something's going to take damage. I don't know how familiar he is with this map either, because it is a map most people seem to down. It's a newer map, so you know, you see him pulling 2 militia. It's kind of random. He doesn't have that much on wood though, that's for sure. So, and yeah, he clearly doesn't really know the map. He just ran away because yeah, that would have hurt. Not sure how much PieCommando, I keep wanting to call him Kickers or Chicken Kick, but I'm not sure how much he knows about this map, but it's a little bit easier to creep with an FS. I'm guessing his wolves died, which is why he doesn't have them right now. There he goes. Alchemist second. So again, this is just kind of what Bitsage is known for. Kind of being interestingly unpredictable. This is a pretty late war mill. I'm not sure exactly what his plan is. I guess maybe going into HH. Torm Totem. Still tier 2. Getting his TC. Not much is dying. They're, you know, keeping everything alive for now. But if Bitsage isn't careful, he could lose easily these 2 footies. He is not supply stuck anymore. That was pretty lucky. But level 2 just came out, so maybe we'll see some Chain Lightning. He could Chain Lightning and kill that Footman, but it's kind of a waste of mana because he'll never be able to creep after that because he has no items because he didn't buy from the Voodoo Lounge. He's sitting on 1,000 gold. He could definitely be building something with that. He's going back, I'm guessing, to get items, healing pots. Next time, PieCommando, just buy them on your TC on the way over. It'll save you a lot of time. Bitsage is taking one of the first creeps for himself finally. Guess he found a creep that he can take, but it's still pretty painful with that poison. Not to mention the bloodlust. But on the other side, PieCommando's also taking a lot of damage on his grunt, so we'll see. He's got to heal all these up. He's not doing anything until he does. Double Sanctum. He is pretty wood starved. He's not going tier 3 anytime soon. Although, you know, it's pretty cheap getting Sorks and Priests, so the wood will start racking up. But I don't know if he's in... Yeah, it looks like, okay, he might be getting some rifles, so that'll be somewhat expensive. Spirit Walkers going tier 3. Maybe we'll see some Tauren. Not sure. But he's supply capped at 40, so he can't do much right now. He's getting reinforced defenses. And Spellbreakers. So it's good that PieCommando went Spirit Walker, but he should probably right now just try and get an upgrade, you know? If you're supply stuck, you might as well just get the upgrades. Do something with it, you know? He's got a healing scroll on his TC, so he might be able to at least harass. Wow, going tier 3. Hopefully he gets some work done before Bitsage gets to tier 3, or else he's probably just going to get outmassed. This is definitely not a good position for the Orc. Let's see what happens. Alright. Saves everything. At least for now. No mana on the Sorks really, so slow won't be a problem. This is the problem when you're getting things like Sworks. I don't know how much he intends on getting, you know, from his Arcane Sanctum, but when you don't have Brilliance Aura, it feels like forever for these Sworks to ever get slow again, which I believe it's either 30 or 35 mana. So he's got one slow each, you know. Right now he should have level 2 or level 1 Brilliance Aura if he went standard, and that would make them 20 times more effective. But it doesn't look like he's really getting that. It looks like he's going, I guess, Spellbreakers and Riflemen, which is kind of interesting. It's going to make the Spear Walkers pretty irrelevant. I presumed he was going Casters, at least to some degree. But no, so Spirit Walkers aren't going to be too helpful if he actually starts stealing the Spirit Link. Looks like he never hotkeyed his HH, and that's going to hurt. But on the other hand, Bitsage didn't hotkey the Spellbreakers, it looks like, so who knows? This is really not a good spot for PieCommando to fight. I mean, I understand why he wants to defend all of this, but with his burrows all the way back here, he's getting killed. It's just too much by the human. And he's stuck. All these grunts are basically going to go down. And this game is pretty much over. If the Torrent had come out, he probably had a better chance. But who knows, maybe Bitsage will back off if he can't kill these burrows. Problem is, the Torrent Totem's definitely going down before that. And that's pretty much his only, well, saving grace, win condition, whatever you want to call it. It's just too much by the human. There's no real way for PieCommando to practice first what Bitsage did, but he definitely switched up his build from what he normally was doing the past few weeks. So I think he was a little unfamiliar with what he was doing as well. Maybe he'll switch back into probably, hopefully, HH. That was kind of the build he knew. If he doesn't, I'm going to blame Kaiser, because Kaiser suggested that he should start looking at grunts to expand his play style. But that was like last night. Probably shouldn't change anything the night before your game, unless you're already familiar with it. But it was a good try. But this game is now pretty much over, and that's a good game. So we should be staying on NA. They're both NA players, so at least I don't have to switch servers or anything like that. We're just going to be waiting for the game. See what the game name is. I'm presuming something GNL. Let's see. I know my screen is frozen. That's because I minimized. I'm not sure what map 2 is going to be. They didn't tell me what they picked yet, so we'll find out. Still don't have a game name, but let's see. Nope. I don't know why I don't have him added either. It's pretty bad. Great captain. Okay, EI. Just waiting, but we'll see random again out of Bitsage because he can't switch his race. So random was what he went first game. So we don't know what he's going to get, but we can probably guess it's going to be with a Pit Lord first. It worked last time. So those of you watching right now, this Saturday, after the Warcraft 3 Champs games, immediately after, Carson is going to be streaming Bidoo versus Floss 2X daily, the two titans of GNL. That should be a fun match, fun best of 3, especially with Carson casting because he has no filter when it comes to Bidoo. So we'll get to see what they say. But again, right now we got PieCommando, who used to be Kickers or ChickenKick, versus Bitsage. Yep, we're going to have another tavern build. It's now an orc versus orc. I don't know. I mean, you see Pitlord second sometimes with orc, but I don't think I've ever seen it first. So it looks like PieCommando is again going grunt, at least initially. We'll see what happens there. And HH for Bitsage. And sooner or later, we'll see the altar plop down. PieCommando doing an early scout. I mean, I think he's a little scared of what it could be because he has no idea. He has no idea what the race is. He doesn't really know what they do. I mean, if you know you're going to FS harass regardless, I think he pretty much does. It's better off just to, you know, rally across with the FS, find out then. But we'll see. Maybe he sees Orc and says, well, I'm not going to bother harassing that, and tries to creep instead. All right, there's the grunt. It's a little slow, but that's fine. This is always slow at the start, and I don't know what to say. So we sit here in awkward silence. Again, well, this time actually he's getting a very early war mill compared to before, at least last game, where he got it like, I don't know, after tier 2. Looks like he's going to switch into HH pretty quick. I guess that's in reaction to what he saw. Hasn't teched yet. We'll see what happens there. Let's see. Yep, Pitlord. Pretty quick. Voodoo Lounge. He's definitely going to need it this game if he's going to be creeping with his HH and a Pitlord. Especially with this, like, you know, this early damage. Every little bit counts. Especially when wolves are going to come in later and be able to pick off something if it's a little bit weak. Nice blocking. But it got out. Should probably get that peon out or use it to block. Do something with it. This is a really early watchtower. He's scared. This is going to slow down his tech a lot. But then again, he hasn't teched on this side either. Actually, he's going double barracks. I guess he's going straight up mass HH. So we got 2 people sitting tier 1. Neither of them are going to be teching anytime soon. It's a lot of wood being put into this one tower. And yeah. Never mind. Here's the tower. I don't know if that was planned or if it was just, well, I have a peon sitting over here. Let me build a tower. It's pretty far back. It's not going to do much, but it's a place that he can fall back to if he needs to. I don't have an overlay, so I don't actually know what Bitsage picked as his first skill. Like, he's not done anything yet with it. But if he had Rain of Fire, that would actually be kind of funny, seeing as he's being towered. Nope, Halv Terror. That was one. One HH down. Let's see. Yeah, he's going for the second. Still a lot of wood he's losing, though. Rebuilding that tower over and over. And he still hasn't tech, but he's got plenty of wood. So, yep, there's the shop. He's pumping out at 2 barracks, so he can put on the pressure, and it's not looking great for Bitsage. But if he feeds some HH, then they'll start to even out. He's been feeding some wolves. That's where pretty much I think most of the pit lords, being almost at level 2. That's where it's coming from, really. If he can get some of these, that would be great. You know, you could literally back out after that and be happy. Because again, he still hasn't tacked. He could. He has the wood. He has the gold. He has 2. Well, now he only has 1 HH. But still. Not bad micro, but he pulls it back, but not far enough. And it's good that ChickenKick or PieCommando recognized that. But the same just happened with the grunt. So both of them are making attempts at good micro, but it's not. It's always a little bit slightly too late and sticking around a little bit too long. Again, well, never mind. He just queued up 2 HH. I was going to say he could be teching, but this is pretty much him saying we're going all in. Getting a tower again. Bitsage started the tech though. Came around the side. That PL is getting very, 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 very weak. It's going to be pretty irrelevant soon. It already kind of is. If he turns it, there you go. That goes down. This tower should go up finally. But it's not really in range of anything again. And, well, I again don't know what the pit lord got second. So, if it's Rain of Fire, that's pretty good for his towers if he puts them too close together. Someone killed the damn sheep. I was doing nothing. I think everyone watches Grubby too much. Although you can't really watch Grubby too much, but you know what I mean. Good micro, pulling that one back. Hopefully you get, nope, wrong way. He's got to get out of range of these burrows. These burrows are kicking his butt. But he might just win with overwhelming numbers. We'll see. But the PL, it's back up to decent life. It's almost, yeah, you know. Those HH dying. He's going to get to level 3 before the FS does. The FS has no mana. Still hasn't teched. If you're going to go mass HH, you might as well just, you know, get that first upgrade. It can make a big difference. Towers are creeping in though, so this one's going to be in range of the Great Hall. But he has plenty of wood to repair. He can make siege soon as well. And now he can start healing up his pit lord as well. He has 2 barracks. That cleave versus HH is going to be killer. I presume he has cleave. But he's not hitting anything really. Now this gets kind of annoying for Bitsage. The 2 demolishers will help. And PieCommando has the problem of these are so weak. If he runs over here to try and cancel one of the barracks, Bitsage could be a problem. But Bitsage doesn't really have any HH, so now he's relying basically wholly on his pit lord and the demolishers. And he's not going to be building anything else anytime soon after these 2 demolishers. So if the demolishers die, PieCommando's in a great spot. Although I didn't see the alchemist come out, so let's see what he got first, though. If it's going to be healing spray or what. These HHs are going to blow up. Again, no mana on the FS, so he's taking a lot of damage. But Bitsage isn't microing his demolishers. There he goes. And you got Bitsage keeps trying to come around the back to, I guess, kill the towers, but that's probably the worst spot for him to go. He should just stay over here, stay in the back, have the demolishers poke away at these watchtowers, cancel any of these watchtowers, and try and just reduce the amount of HH as well. If the demolishers get free shots, awesome. Even if they're not hitting the towers. Alright, let's see this cleave at work. This is going to be painful. He's got to watch his his FS and his HH. That'll be canceled or killed. The Null Brutes are joining PieCommando. He's bought... Yeah, there it goes again. He's bought several clarity pots, but they keep getting canceled quickly. He's not microing his FS, and that might be game. Let's see. All right, if we do rewards at the end of the season, I think Bitsage gets most funky random ass strategies ever, or can't say most random hero because it seems like it's always Pit Lord, so it's not really random. It was random to begin with. Now it's kind of all right. There's going to be a Pit Lord. Still no tech. He is fully committed to this, but he did get a watchtower in his main. That was kind of probably a waste. Because if he's ever in your main, you're dead. Bitsage still can't build, though. He's got 2 peons down here. I think he wanted to do that to maybe build a burrow down here or something like that to just be able to build anything. But, you know. He also has the problem of no wood. So there's no more real repairing. Very little, at least. And now, level 3. If he can actually get some mana on his FS, this still isn't totally lost. It looks bad, but with no wood, you got 1 demolisher. He's got mass HH. It's still possible. I thought he had lost, but maybe not. But he keeps getting the clarity canceled, which is killing him. He spent so much gold on clarities that really haven't done much. But that's good. There's a dead alchemist. But now you're going to get a Pit Lord that's going to get fatter and fatter with every one of these cleaves, which is really scary. I mean, I should be rooting for my team, and I am. But I also kind of want to see a level 6 Pit Lord, just because why not? Maybe get like a level 6 Pit Lord, then die and lose. ChickenKick is doing a good job microing and taking out hopefully that demolisher, please. Yes. Oh no. Too close. Damn it. That peon is accidentally blocking the way, and it might have just saved this game if he actually repairs it. Yeah. He's gonna go back. Don't lose your hero. That is a lot of healing salves. On the bright side, Bitsage now has space to build units. On the downside, he doesn't have an altar. Hasn't rebuilt his alchemist yet. I don't think, I guess he doesn't have the wood to go middle to rebuild. So he's got to do it the slow way. If he does have wood, I'm not sure exactly how much it costs, I think at level 2 alchemist, but it's enough that he doesn't want to waste it. Plus, he'd have to send something there. He now has plenty of wood peasants, or peons. But all these peons are getting low. If he starts repairing over here, who knows? They might just die to the towers. Got to creep the other side. The ultimate BM. This is actually kind of impressive. Echo Isles. That was the first creep taken this game. We got a level 4 FS versus a level 4 Pit Lord and a level 2 Alchemist. With 1 green camp taken. That's actually kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. That tower, again, is doing work along with that burrow. It's really got to stay away from that. That FS, please move it back. Thank you. He is keeping the HH number down, and he's only pumping out a 1 for some reason right now. Finally getting the Alchemist back. That should be pretty quick. It's only level 2. There's like no analysis to be done in this. Not that I could do real good analysis in Orc versus Orc, but or in any matchup. I mean, kind of suck, but I don't know how you analyze a game like this, where you have Pit Lord on one side and another person towering. He is taking out a lot of peons, though, which is very nice. But at the same time, it is giving him more space for more HH. But not for long. That burrow's going to die unless he stops aiming it. Never mind. You should definitely take out that Voodoo Lounge. The amount of healing that Pit Lord has been doing all game is rather high. But this is good. 2 burrows taken down at once. Second creep taken. Not bad. Fortified armor. Let's see. You have a watchtower now fortified. Let's see if that wins the game. I mean, it may. That thing's not going to die anytime soon. But your main may. With 30 out of 10. Ooh. Every time I see the Pit Lord get near these HH, I oof, because I'm worried about the cleave. Even though he doesn't have any items, it's really not that bad, but cleave sucks. To play against, I should say. It's fucking awesome as a skill. And an Expo. So this game might not even end when the Stronghold dies. It should, but depends on how quickly PieCommando sees it. He is running out of wood, though. He's not going to be able to mass repair it soon. He's not going to have any, peons soon either, though. So that's another problem. And now, basically, Bitsage has to fight in the watchtowers unless PieCommando goes too far out. If he kills this Voodoo Lounge, which I really hope he does. Well, never mind. He bought another potion. I was going to say, he can't freaking heal again. It's such a squishy building. If you see it, kill it. It's like the burrows. You saw the burrows. They're easy targets before the fortified armor, which was actually really good timing because if those burrows had stayed up, this game might have been different. But the Voodoo Lounge is also extremely important, and we finally have a demolisher for the one watchtower. It's kind of sad that the demolisher just got there, and it's like everything's now dead. But hey, it happens. And he scouted out this. Hopefully he will cancel that, and that should be game. We're going to game 3, hopefully. Unless something extremely horrible happens. I'm not biased at all. Don't worry. And fuck that tower. It is dead. This could change things if you just... Okay, he's just saying screw it. I don't... No, never mind. He's turning back around. Looked like he was just saying screw it. I don't care about your army. I'm going to kill the Expo. But I guess it was just miss micro. These wolves alone are going to just do work. These HH won't stay alive. His only real chance now is this Pit Lord. Level 5 or something. But PieCommando's hopefully doing the smart thing. Kill the peon. Yes. Who gives a shit if you have a main if you have nothing to build? He now cannot build peons because he has 2 heroes. So he's at 10 out of 10 food. So this game should be over unless something horrible happens. There we go. I don't even know what the last map should be. I'm a great captain. I don't think UG is the answer though. Alright, we got a game 3. I wonder what hero Bitsage is gonna go next. Yeah, the screen is currently frozen, I know. Just waiting for the game name. And I gotta see what the last map is. Oh, it's Concealed Hill. So that'll be a harder map for shenanigans. At least like a tower rush shenanigan. That's pretty far. So I don't think we'll be seeing that again from PieCommando. I was about to call him ChickenKicks again. But I don't know. Just waiting on the game name. Telling them what the final map is. Get this going. This has been one funky series, which is pretty awesome. I mean, we kind of expected it with Bitsage. Everything's funky. It's now becoming predictable funky, as I said, though. So. Any moment. Hopefully. Nope. They lied to me. Oh. He apparently hosted on LR. Unless I'm wrong. I better check that. It'd be awkward. Oh, no. It is LR. But it's also Concealed Hill. I didn't even notice, and I should have. Echo Isles is not one of the maps from this week. I think he was looking at last week. Yeah. We're going to keep going because, I mean, Boom just typed in Discord. It doesn't matter at this point. A win is a win. So I'll just tell him pick out a CH or LR. I guess he was probably looking at week 3's maps, which included Echo Isles. I should have noticed. I didn't. I'm too busy trying not to fuck up casting. And I probably should stop saying fuck, but you know, whatever. It's kind of like my word. I think they can go. I don't know if I know Nega was here earlier, Nega Nebulous, but he's not here now, so he can watch the stream if he is. Then I have like 5 people watching me. So let's see. If Bitsage gets Night Elf, that'd be best for him, I think. I think that might be his strongest race. Or he got it last season. I don't know if that was... Never mind. Orc versus Orc. Let's see what PieCommando does, because we all know what Bitsage is going to do. Alright. I'm lagging a little bit, so I hope they aren't. He is. Unless they didn't host a map with Zoom. Might be the wrong map. Let's see what he's going to say. Yep. I can't type. I'm an observer. All right. See, this is the good part about Gym Newbie League. No one. It's all about fun. I mean, I think Bitsage clearly shows he's here to have fun with what he does in his games. But it's not crazy. No one's here for money. So, although we are here for Todd coaching, that's pretty crazy. I don't know what Todd would say, though, to Bitsage as a recommendation for how to play. I don't know how many times Todd's seen Pit Lord first with Human and Orc. But I don't know how many times he's seen Pit Lord first with any race. Unless your name's like Kaiser and you're going no hands. I don't even think he could. Has he ever gone Pit Lord first? I don't even friggin' know. Alright, I'm waiting on the next game name. I think they're trying to figure out what map to have PieCommando host because for some reason Bitsage doesn't have the map. I don't know if it's he just doesn't play Warcraft 3 Champs Ladder, which he should, but hey, that's his choice. But those maps allow you to zoom out even in random custom games, which is awesome. As long as both sides agree, and we allow it in the Gym Newbie League, so that's going to be a problem for the people that don't play it and want to host. All right, we got the game name. Let's see. There we go. And it stops. Although this actually might be good for Bitsage. I don't know if Orc is his favorite or even good race. Maybe this gives him another reroll. I mean, he has to go random again. I don't know if he's talking to me or if Bitsage is here and I can't see him. I never know. I mean, it is Reforged. Invisible people might be a new thing. Still waiting. Let's see. Oh, there he is. And Modo. Should get going any second now, hopefully. That game was lagging for me, though, so I hope that was just me and not everyone. All right, so this is game 3. It's pretty important. We're at week 4, so at this point, it's almost every single point does count. And there you go, Night Elf. Let's see if he's going to be rewarded. Yeah, see, you can see on my screen it's lagging a little bit. I don't know if that's just me or what. Yeah, I guess we're going Pit Lord again. Surprise. Although he might surprise us, who knows? Maybe he'll pick up a Beastmaster. This is a very far out barracks. You're never gonna defend that if you're in trouble. I mean, unless he gets a watchtower, but that's kind of scary. Again, he's going with the early Peon Scout. I mean, I feel like ChickenKick or PieCommando is probably getting the FS. He's probably going to harass regardless while he gets some units. So again, it's probably putting him slightly behind by doing this every time, but I also understand why he is scouting because he has no idea what he's facing. Bitsage, on the other hand, might not. Oh, no, he's going over here for the Pit Lord. I was going to say he might not want to scout because that would give PieCommando earlier notice of what race he is. I don't know if he saw this, but it doesn't really matter. Yep, there he goes. He knows. Alright, so he's not creeping right away because by the time he actually finishes his creep. Well, I mean, I guess he could. He could probably just start it now. It does come out at the same point, but for whatever reason, he feels uncomfortable doing that and wants to get 2 archers. I really don't know what I'm talking about when it's, like these weird builds. I don't know if Bitsage knows exactly what he's doing too, or if he's just winging it, because now we're at 3 archers. So it doesn't even look, even though he put his Ancient War close enough. I mean, it wasn't as close as it could be, but close enough to do this cramp with it. He instead is just pumping out archers. Got the FS coming across. Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, even though he was sitting here, never mind. I was going to say, it looked like he was going to creep over here, but the peon saw it. So this is why you got PieCommando smartly coming down here. He'll be rewarded. He might get some archer kills. Nope. He backed off pretty quick. And dispel, split your shit, please. There you go. Although, run your FS away next time too. The battle for the sea turtle. He's still, oof, I was going to say, he's got a tech, but there he goes. I believe he killed a wisp, yep. 25 XP. It's going in, scouting, trying to get a wisp himself. That should run out before any wisp die, though. You got you're already at half-life PieCommando, so that's going to make it a little bit harder for you to harass. Although at least you're not dealing with the DH, so you could sit here all that friggin' day. War Mill going up, no Voodoo Lounge yet, so I guess he has no intention of going back anytime soon. I'm not really sure what Bitsage's intention is, though. He is teching, getting Hunter's Hall. But what he's going to creep, I don't know. I guess PieCommando doesn't really need a Voodoo Lounge. You got the, 2 wells on each side, or 1 well on each side, so. Pretty slow start. Once again, let's see if we'll get to like level 4 before the green camp is officially crept. He's not seeing this, is he? Yeah, he is. Nope. He thought he was going for the expo. So we do have at least 1 camp crept. Not bad. He will keep that archer alive. And he might lose this grunt. Ooh. If you're ever losing a grunt for 1 archer, it's not worth it ever. Might not even be worth it for 2 archers at this point with this many archers. It's going to die. No, it's not. I spoke too soon. The archers are going to die. At least some. And his FS will get out. He's now at a Moon Juice, which is pretty good. Except Pit Lord is level 2. Another archer dead. These grunts are having kind of the time of their life. And we got a daring FS coming back in. But that was nice. But he now doesn't have any more dust, so this archer is safe. And that grunt is probably for real dead this time. The other one is going to be pretty much healed up anytime soon. Hopefully he recognizes it, doesn't let it sit there until, day, and it just dies that way. That'd be sad. This is getting a little scary just because of this tree. It can poke the crap out of these grunts. We got the lures coming down. And I'm sure we'll probably see an alchemist. Although, what is... Oh, okay. Tinker. He doesn't want this to end anytime soon, but that's pretty daring considering he has no mana and he has no life on his FS. And we don't see Alchemist this time, we see a Naga. So he wants this FS killed. He wants to slow. He wants to pick off grunts if he can. This is actually... Oh, please, no. Go over here. Pop down the Pocket Factory. Aim the lore. I'm going to pretend like he did that on purpose and blocked in those. But now the clock actually, the little goblins can't get to it. He probably could if he clicked on to this side. You can change the spawn spot of the Pocket Factory. I mean, he probably couldn't cancel this in time, being that the archers and the heroes were so close, but it was definitely a possibility. So now we're tier 2, 2 barracks. He's getting reinforced defense. I keep calling it fortified armor. That's freaking human. Staff of Telly. I mean, I guess he has the goal to do that type of stuff, but he needs to get another burrow because you're at 36 food, dude, out of 40. And I'm presuming Techies is to do something. I'm calling Techies too much Dota. Tinker is... That's just totally the wrong hero, actually. There is a Techies and there is a Tinker. Presume the Tinker is to do something quickly. It's not going to really be too helpful later on. I mean, it is pretty good versus Dryads, but so are HH, which you're going. Get that HH fighting, please. But this is going to hurt. He might lose stuff here. Being he has no mana. There goes a grunt. No? The hell? That grunt is going to live. I don't even think he changed aggro. I don't know how that grunt's still alive. I didn't see him unless he quickly did it. But the problem is, if he pushes right now, that's going to hurt. Just because that's 2 grunts dead for sure. Maybe some HH as well if he runs into slow tower, slow from the Naga. And also these Dryads. If you can get some pickoffs, that'd be good though on the way. This is a scary fight. It's a really scary fight for both of them though. Bitsage easily could have picked off some grunts and gotten out, but he's sticking around a little bit too long now. He's starting to lose some important units, especially if he starts aiming the Dryads with the HH, which hopefully he will. Also, as the NE, you want to just kill that Pocket Factory as well, or run away, but don't fight in the middle of it. Just getting full value out of this. So this is going good for PieCommando at the moment. I want to check to see if he's teching tier 3, but that is going to be a dead Tinker. He almost got the block. I think that was intentional, so nice try. I was saying this was going good, but then it all ended horrible. So like I said, this was a dangerous fight for both of them. They're both losing a ton. But this Pit Lord is getting kind of fat. And there's a TP. Come on, pick off that archer, please. Thank you. Kept the grunt alive. That's good. He's still tier 2. So it's mass Dryads first. I'm presuming will be mass more HH. And he's got Tinker. One of the only good things about Tinker is how good it is versus Dryads. I mean, unless you're like pushing or something, but in Night Elf versus Night Elf, it's very good versus Dryads. So Bitsage is kind of helping out PieCommando in that regard. And PieCommando is kind of helping Bitsage out by going down to 50 life. So he's got to heal on up, work on his rally points again. Spirit Lodge, so now he's got Tri Buildings on Stronghold. I don't really know what it's for. I mean, it's either obviously Shaman or Witch Doctors, but like you can't really do much for Smash Dryads. But he doesn't know it's mass dryads. He hasn't scouted. He did see them, but he might be thinking that he's going for bears. Maybe purge a bear and aim it or something along those lines because he has no lockdown right now. That's the one problem without getting his second hero being either an SH or a TC. Bitsage can just keep running away. So this is definitely scary. I don't even know. There you go. He noticed. But now, free shots over here. So hopefully this is a really good item because he's going to need it. Oh, he is going to lose quite a few HH. This is not a fight that, and he quickly realizes it, this is not a fight he wants to take. Get near that burrow, load it up, and hope he runs his dryads right into it. Because that's one of your only hopes at the moment. Unless Bitsage stays too long. That seems to be a thing in these games. I guess that was a good use of Chain Lightning because, I mean, if he makes wolves, they're just going to get dispelled right away. But, let's see. That is a dead FS. This game is probably over now. But he's never going to be able to kill these burrows. Not anytime soon. As long as PieCommando right-clicks the dryads, they're not dying. So this game might actually continue for quite a while, but there is an expo up. But he's getting his own expo, so who knows. If it stays up, could be a long game. I don't know if he scouted it yet, though, but it looks like he's about to, potentially. Or else he's just running around the side. The Shaman's not going to really do much for him. You know, there are no summons or anything like that for him to dispel. You can't really dispel dryads. You're not going to dispel the Howl of Terror. That's just, that'd be awesome, but kind of a waste. If you're going Shaman, at least. I mean, if you went, got some Spirit Walkers, that's another story. You should just kind of ditch the Spirit Lodge. Just pump out of both of these. He is far behind already, though. That's one stack Tinker, though. But Pitlord don't give a shit. That's kind of a waste of a scan. He did scout it earlier. He knew that Expo was up. You wouldn't ever, like, you know, just cancel an Expo. So you got 4/4 heroes, which is going to be against, when it comes out, 3/3. The FS is pretty much completely useless now. Chain Lightning is going to chain 3 things. Wolves are just going to feed XP. Tinker, I mean, Pocket Factory is nice, but only if it stays alive. Rune Bracers, so that FS Chain Lightning just got a little bit weaker too. Not that it makes much of a difference. Poking away. But this is extremely scary. He does have a TP at least. But Master Bear is very soon. If he can kill this and get out, who knows? Last game was crazy enough. Who knows what'll happen? But I don't know if he's like buying a TP. Does he? Yep, he might TP in. There you go. That was the closest. I mean, it took him that long just to walk over there and buy it. Could have just walked over, but he has the gold to spend. He can make that point. Although PieCommando actually has more gold. Really need to morph these bears. They are. There you go. I was gonna say free food. Doesn't really matter. All the HH are now dying. All the Dryads are still alive. Can't even get that one bear. He has 2 bears on this side. This game is basically over. Probably at this point. Gotta keep spending the gold. But this was an interesting series. Who knew you were gonna see Tinker FS versus Pitlord Naga in one game. FS versus Pitlord Alk in another game. FSTC versus Pitlord Alk in another game with 3 different races the whole time. This is actually awesome. And then he cheated and killed it. I wanted the peon to win. Bitsage, please, in the future, if you ever watch this, kill the pocket factories. I mean, I get it. It's not going to make a difference in this one, but they've been getting full value on you. One thing's for sure, PieCommando and Bitsage do not give up easy in their games. So that's commendable. Oof, that might, I don't know. I thought he was about to suicide his own Dryad into that, but it was just a little bit out of range. Got a Witch Doctor, obviously for the wards, but at this point he's so far behind. And leaving an HH behind, so he's got 3 HH versus all that. Five HH now, but going tier 3 now, it's not gonna. It's way too late. I don't think he has any upgrades on his shaman either, so it's not even like, you know, surprise bloodlust finish. I'm gonna kill everything now. This tower also may come in use, but it is pretty far back. Probably would have been better over here. Send these little goblin, horrible little people. Right there, good. But you gotta do something about your base, because bears friggin' hurt. Well, that works. This game is never gonna end. Next time, if you're watching this PieCommando, get a speed scroll just in case. That was a very funky TP. He missed it. So he could actually kill some Dryads on his way out. But you don't want to take this fight, dude. Bitsage was nice enough not to get the TP staff. Well, not TP staff, the staff. And that's dead Dryad. That is an interesting base. I don't know what the Ancient of Wind is for exactly, unless he's planning on switching into chimps. And he's tired of getting his expo poked, so Nature's Blessing coming on up. 5/5 heroes versus 4. But no units. It's a slight problem. Orc heroes are good, but not that good. Especially when you only have one Orc hero and then you have a Tinker. Get that to level 6 and we can be here all day. That'd be awesome. Give me a Pit Lord level 6 and a Tinker level 6 in the same game. As long as I'm not playing it, it sounds fun. If I am playing it, I'm quitting. Again, this is one of those games where I'm like, I'm not analyzing anything. Because I'm not really sure what I can analyze. Could say don't lose that next time, but that's kind of obvious. I've been saying Bitsage is the player doing unique things, but I think this game, Tinker kind of wins. I don't know where he's planning on moving this because the middle's still not creep. I guess he wants to hide it. ChickenKick is trying to go for the, or I should say PieCommando is trying to go for the base trade. But Bears hit really frigging hard. So even though, well, running away makes it possible. We may get a Pit Lord level 6 too. And all these wards might actually be pretty helpful. Like right now, he should know he should get his Tinker out of here. But there's no way he can cancel this Staffatelli. Sometimes it's bugged. You can't see when it's on cooldown, I feel like. So I'm not sure if it's on cooldown, but he should be able to always get out with these wards placed. There's the Expo. I mean, Bitsage should know it's coming, though. And he has such a big army, he could probably lose everything. Oof. So close. That should be game. But I've said that like 20 times and then the games continue. So. Never mind towers. This game will continue for a little while. Until they die. Ooh, SH. Another hero where I guess he... Maybe he's getting Serpent Wards. Those will do some damage, but... You know, there's not much you can do with level 1 healing at this point in the game. And Hex is kind of irrelevant. Again, with this many Dryads. These Watchtowers will go down. The Expo was cancelled. The Bear versus Wolf. Not bad. Level 6. Just do it. Use it. He hasn't used it yet, has he? Nope. On the bright side, soon ChickenKick's not going to have any units for him to use it on. He'll have to use it on like a creep or something if he wants it. So this is kind of like the counter to Pit Lord. Just don't have any units alive. Then they can't be turned. Although peons can. So. Nope, you got a TP. I think Bitsage is having a little bit too much fun. Probably just kill him. Definitely could just kill him. But instead he's expoing. And getting chibs. And ChickenKick, to his credit, doesn't give up. But this game is unwinnable. Bears just, they can siege down a base. Like, these burrows are open. There's nothing blocking. The Bears could kill them. He does not need chimps, for sure. But, hey, who knows? I don't know what this is. Why did he staff it back? I'm not sure. But the FS will die. I love ChickenKick. Sorry when I say it about him. It's a little awkward if I said that about remote. That's when the FBI would show up. Yep. This game may end soon. May not. You might need to mine out this first, though. This pocket factory is going to get full value. Not that it did anything, but again, aim the pocket factories when you see them. You know, obviously, without losing everything. Pillage. I don't really know what you're going to pillage with, ChickenKick, but it's a good idea. Can't build grunts, so that means peons. Peons got to start smacking some buildings. Which might be what you're doing right now. You're trying to get some gold. But the problem is there's going to be 2 bears here. Not good. I mean, it's a cool idea. But, like, your peons are going to be poking trees of lives that poke back a lot harder. And there he is. He's finally aiming the pocket factory. Bitsage is clearly listening to the stream. That's the only reason he's obviously winning. But no, that's good. We're going to have a level 7 Pit Lord soon. I feel like after this, I'm going to find out I was muted the whole time and I was talking to myself. I have been basically talking to myself, but talking to myself for no absolute reason. I wonder how much longer this Tinker can run in circles. The 2 boots of speed were a pretty good idea because he's going to need the slow to catch. Well, he doesn't really need it to catch Tinker, but because he doesn't have his own boots, but still. It's really the only way for him to get him. I am curious how the chims are going to play out. I mean, we know how they're going to play out, but how many chimps will he get before he decides to just attack? That pillage has not seen any use. Where are his peons? He had a few. Did he send them over here and they die or something? I know he sent one down here. He's got 2 peons somewhere. Maybe burrows? Nope. But he is 12 food, so I don't know. So he has now seen the chimps, but he is still here. So we ain't giving up. So we got 80 food versus 12 food. This may be a hard game to win, and his speed doesn't have speed scroll, I should say, and his telly is on cooldown. And now we got Spike Carapace. Cool idea, but it's not going to help for chimps. That might be it. 2 level 6, well, 7 and 6 now. Do we see the Naga ulti? I mean, we might, but then it's going to be real sad. There we go. Just because the ulti itself is real sad. That's actually another thing it could have done. It's some chaos damage. It'll do full damage. I don't know if he is purposely aiming his towers, but that was good that he killed the Dryad. Even now, he's still going. It's pretty impressive, all things considered. Naga coming in from behind, sneaking in. This Tinker can get out with the staff. Never mind. That was interesting. That was the best use of that ultimate that it's probably ever seen. It's probably also the only use of that ultimate that's ever been seen. The Voodoo Lounge, I don't know if I don't think he's hiding buildings now. Well, yeah, he is. Because he's got nothing. This is the last. And he stayed till the last building. So, yep. That's that game. 2-1 in favor of Bitsage. That gives Clutcher Kick 2 points in this series. So I am going to be logging out at this point. That was a good series. It was an interesting series. So currently between these two teams, it is Imp Daddy won the first two. So it was 2-0 versus AWalk. So we had 3 points. But with this change, it is now 4-2 going full NA versus Clutcher Kick. Got a few more games coming up in the future, but not right now. So I'm going to be logging out. Thanks for watching.